Before we start this video, I would like to clarify when I'm referring as cheat codes in Warframe. This is just my description of those things or features in Warframe that bails you out in sticky situations. I also consider cheat codes those things in Warframe that makes the game super easy right now. So the definition of a cheat code is a secret combination of numbers, buttons, or passwords that a player can enter into a video game to gain an advantage. And in this video, I will share a couple of known secrets that makes my life super easy in Warframe. If you think that the video is missing something, then feel free to comment it down below. So the first two are the overguard and shield gating mechanic in the game. If you have a way to spam abilities that grants overguard and shield, then you can abuse both of these amazing features right now. In fact, there comes a point in my experience playing Warframe that I really think that damage reduction in the game is non-existent because of these two mechanics. Basically, overguard is a special health buffer that grants immunity to most crowd control effects. It's considered as extra health with built-in status immunity, and this is insane in Warframe. The shield gating mechanic is also busted, but instead of extra layer of health and immunity, it gives you a couple of seconds invulnerability after shield break. In most cases, a build with blind rage paired with augur mods, then the brief respite aura mod and decent energy economy will allow you to abuse the invulnerability from the shield gating mechanic. Long story short, all caster build for Warframes will allow you to benefit from the shield gating mechanic. Now, if shield gating and overguard mechanic are too much work for you, and you just want to be a lazy immortal, then Revenant is the best Warframe to grant you immortality with no hassle. All you need to do is press Mesmer Scan and then just recast it whenever your invulnerability charges are low. The best part is it scales only with power strength, so you can just put tons of power strength in your mod setup to get more invulnerability charges. Then you can use the helmet system to assume abilities like Roar to increase your weapon damage, making Revenant a versatile Warframe in terms of survivability and firepower. Speaking of the helmet system, this is another cheat code in Warframe. A lot of players have been asking rework for their favorite Warframes in the past, and Digital Extremes were fed up on all this request that they added the helmet system so that the players will rework their favorite Warframe themselves. Okay, you can tell that I am just kidding, right? But jokes aside, the helmet system was hated before because some players think that it's bad for the game as it will relinquish the uniqueness of a Warframe. However, the benefit just outweighs the negative, and it's a staple right now for almost all Warframe builds. The best part is that every time a new Warframe comes out, there's a possibility of another good subsume synergy, and it really diversifies the builds that your Warframe have. Not only that it creates more builds for your Warframes, but somehow it fixes any weakness of a Warframe, make them viable for hard content. And over the years, the helmet system has been expanded. There's the Invigoration now that grants your Warframe steroids for a week, and there's the Archon system, which may not be exactly part of the helmet system, but it does use the helmet resources and is also accessible in the helmet room. Nonetheless, both helmet system and Archon shard system are good right now as they expand the power level of your Warframes beyond the insane mods that you can equip on them. The next cheat code is Misa, or her prime version, which is easier to get right now. The resident aimbot of Warframe that literally melt the star chart with her Peacemaker. I'll be honest though, that Misa Prime is not that good in Steel Path levels in the past, but with the addition of the Archon shard that grants more critical chance, and as well as the Incarnate Ceramic Dagger trick that further boosts her Peacemaker's critical chance, the Warframe becomes better. Mesa has been aimbotting the game for years now, and she still does her job efficiently, which feels like it's cheating since everything dies within her field of view. Finally, I would also like to talk about the Elite Crew, which is an actual cheat code for me in both leveling weapons and Warframes, and as well as completing required kills in Elite Deep Archimedia. You can have a crew member in your Railjack by finishing the quest and leveling the command intrinsic of your Railjack to rank 1. At rank 10, however, you can hire elite crew members with special perks, including primary critical chance boost, which ramps up the bonus damage of an elite crew member, especially if he or she is holding a Kuvazar. Just remember though that an on-call crew is automatically acquired upon reaching command intrinsic rank 9. Using the gear item will spawn the chosen crew member into the field for 3 minutes. It has infinite uses and has a 10-minute cooldown. Now, this might be problematic, but that 3 minutes is really helpful for leveling weapons and Warframes in Steel Path Alara Jupiter. With a team of 4, you can summon an on-call crew by turn, and you can sit in one corner and level up your items. For the Elite Deep Archimedia, the on-call crew is also helpful in cases wherein you can only use your abilities after killing a specific number of enemies. Your on-call crew can help you complete this task, and it's also universally helpful, especially if you pair it with Wisp that grants the crew member insane fire rate, and as well as healing with her mode notes. Just remember that in terms of modding weapons, your on-call crew can't use galvanized mods or those buffs from arcanes that triggers when you kill enemies. The usual modding would be damage, critical, and elemental to maximize the damage potential of your on-call crew. So that's all about it. These are the things that I find really useful and makes Warframe easy in specific situations. Now, I would also like to know what are those stuff in Warframe that makes the game easy for you. Let us discuss in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you again in our next video. Squad Leader signing off.